So welcome back. Today we are starting the lab work now. We are initiating the lab work for this course on spatial information science. And I am Shahab Fazal and I am associated with Department of Geography at Aligarh Muslim University. If you recall, we began this course under the SWAM program with specific objectives of not only imparting the theoretical and conceptual learnings on spatial information, but also to follow interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary approach so that the participants from different discipline find their way into this emerging discipline of spatial science. So now we initiate in this program a wide range of highly effective and explanatory lab work, which can be very easily incorporated within your respective discipline. The lab work is designed incorporating of new education policy, considering recent developments and the needs for skilled workforce. The lab work is designed for example, enhancing skills, which is so important and critical. We are trying for enhancing skills for handling and processing and analyzing the spatial data. We also want to impart learners with critical spatial thinking to analyze situations from spatial perspective systematically, preparing the learners to apply the technique towards finding solutions for problems in their application domain. And we also aspire to widen the opportunities for learners, exploring career in different sectors of employment involving spatial science. And for all that, you need some kind of expertise in handling the spatial information, and which can be achieved only through the lab work. We believe that this online MOOC course will serve as a valuable resource for learners seeking to enhance their spatial science skills and apply them effectively in their respective discipline. The course structure, combined with practical applications with industry insights, aims to empower learners in their journey towards becoming proficient spatial scientists. So in this section, lab work and exercise is scheduled, and hands-on lab exercises on open source software. We have chosen QGIS, Quantum GIS, which is an open source software and capable of handling the spatial information. And we feel that what we have tried to convey to you in the theoretical and conceptual part, you would be able to perform these spatial analysis in this QGIS software. The lab work is designed in interactive manner with stepwise procedures, and steps would be explained and demonstrated. The lab work would provide you basics of spatial information science functional capabilities. If you recall, we talked about data capture, data storage, data structures, data management, data retrieval, data analysis, data display, and many other things also. So all this we hope that we would cover in this lab work with using open access QGIS software. As I am saying QGIS, it is better known as Quantum GIS also. It is a free and open source GIS application developed by using C++ and Qt toolkit. QGIS is published under GNU Free Documentation License as an official project of Open. I am giving this basic information so that you would understand as to why these open access softwares, they are so easily available and so efficient for doing the basic examination, basic analysis regarding the spatial information. So I am just giving you the background of it, because you might also be aware that there are many professional softwares also in the market, and in different seats of learning, these professional softwares are also easily available. But they come at some cost. Not only that, the access is very limited. So when we have conceptualized this MOOC course, we thought that we should focus on open access software so that each one of you can have an easy access for these softwares and you can perform the basic spatial analysis, which is so important and critical, which we tried to convey to you. So going back to this GNU free documentation license, GNU FDL or simply GFDL, is a copyleft license for free documentation designed by the Free Software Foundation FSF and GNU project. Technically GNU is like Unix, but unlike Unix, GNU gives its users freedom, and QGIS is compatible with all the operating system and can very well handle multiple raster vector database functionalities. QGIS also serves as a window for assessing numerous other open source GIS packages such as Saga, GRASS, which are the image processing softwares. And PostGIS map server and also statistical packages like R, etc. It also has very easy and convenient access to various tools and plugins. That's why it is overall a very rich open source geospatial tool, and to my understanding, I think that this will be good enough for all kinds of spatial analysis, preliminary basic spatial analysis, which we have learned in our theoretical part to implement into our different discipline using this specific software. So the first is to download the QGIS software. Now, as I am saying that QGIS is open access software, so you can download the software. The only basic requirement for downloading QGIS on your system is availability of internet connection. That's it. Only if you have internet connection, you can download it into your system. This QGIS is open access software, and to download the software, open the web page of QGIS. You just Google it and you will get the QGIS web page. And as displayed in this image, the website will open up in your browser. Click on the download now button and it will start downloading. So for downloading, consider Windows as your operating system, which is very obvious. You might be familiar with downloading other programs also into your system. So further, depending on computer system, this might be a little old. Nowadays only 64-bit and higher configuration systems are available. But there are possibilities at some institutions and at older systems, they might have 32-bit systems. So then at that time you need to be a little careful to select appropriate system which is appropriate version of QGIS for downloading. So thus just click on the button in front of appropriate version to start the download. Then this will move further and click on save file, save the file in an appropriate location, or by default it will go to some local hard drive, maybe C, which is commonly being found in most of the systems, and just click OK. The file will be saved in your local drive. Once it is finished, the download next step is running the setup. You just have to click next in this particular, when this kind of menu comes to your screen. Once you have set up the file on your local drive, next step is to run this setup to install QGIS on your system. And as in this and the displayed image, when prompted by user account control pop-up window, click on yes, and the setup window will open, and click just next. So that way you can download the QGIS software. Now, then what will happen? As in the displayed image, agree to the license agreement. And you see, these are all standard practice of downloading any software. So you all might be aware of it, familiar with it, but I'm just trying to give you all possible options which you may find, and you would be a little confused at certain points. So I thought that I should explain also about the downloading of the QGIS software. So here you just agree to the license agreement, which is, again, I would say it is quite obvious and normal. As in the displayed image now, top one, choose an appropriate path. As in the bottom image, click on the install, proceed to the setup. So that will lead you to the installation of QGIS. Now, moving ahead, once the entire installation process is over, you will be prompted to close the setup. Click on finish to close. As in the bottom image, once the entire installation process is over, you will be prompted to close the setup. Click on finish to close. Now QGIS is ready to use. Navigate to start all programs. QGIS desktop to start the QGIS. So this way you would complete the QGIS setup, and you need only to click on finish button. So this way you would be able to download and install the QGIS software onto your system.